Sonic Heroes is one of those games that lives in my brain like a raccoon with a stolen hot pocket. It's loud, it's messy, and somehow it still has charm. This was Sega's big team-based Sonic revolution, where instead of giving Sonic better controls or, polishing anything, they just decided to duct tape 3 characters together and called it innovation. And honestly, it kind of rules in that weird early 2000s, we didn't really think this through kind of way. So naturally, to experience this masterpiece in its questionable glory, I decided to boot it up the proper way. This one's pretty simple, lads. Fire up Dolphin, acquire Sonic Heroes by whatever means necessary. Sacrifice a goat to Yuji Naka? Perfect. Grab the HD texture pack from the Dolphin forums and boom, locked and loaded. Boot the game and we're greeted with that iconic early 2000s opening. Until I realized I forgot the widescreen hack. Classic. I dig around online for a gecko code, and the first one I find looks like it was typed by someone mid-Hedgehog transformation. But hey, slap it in anyways, and oh, it actually works. Mission successful. Yuji Naka would be proud of me from his prison cell. Now, we get to pick our team, and for this video we're rolling with Team Dark, because I adore Mr. Out the Edge himself. And no, I'm not doing every story for 100% completion, so eat a dick. Rouge stumbles into the secret lab where Shadow's being stored like a limited edition Funko Pop, and immediately gets jumped by a funny robot man. But Rouge diffuses the situation by using, what else? Her woman powers. And for once, the cutscene audio mixing is actually decent in a Sonic game. Then, Rouge drops the beautiful line, "Oh yeah, baby, this makes us a team," like she's announcing a polycule formation. So we start off in Seaside Hill, and oh boy, the music slaps. Immediately, we run into the switches that automatically swap you to whatever character the game thinks is relevant. Yeah, thanks, I'll stick with Shadow for now. Appreciate the suggestion though. After bouncing on some badniks, we swap to Omega and take an alternate route, blasting more robots. I still don't know if this counts as murder for Omega, or if it's just like another Tuesday for him. We grab the speed shoes, pop a team blast by slamming Z, and shoot out of a cannon because that's normal. Then it's Tits the Bat time. Rouge gets us across some platforms and dumps us into a cart section. It's fun now. Later in the game it becomes absolute cock and ball torture, but we'll get there. We reach a section where Omega's about to do the heavy lifting. Thank you, King. Anyway, we hit another cart segment, and I win without pressing a single button because I'm just that talented. A few loop-de-loops later and boom, gold ring, A rank. Perfect as always. What a gamer. Then we attempt the special stage. Actually, no. You know what? I'm not even gonna pretend. I immediately throw it straight into the trash. Amazing music though. Certified banger. Rainbows in the sky. Truly the most deceptive Sonic imagery. Because I'm feeling good about this stage, and the game is letting me have my little moment. The difficulty doesn't really kick you in the teeth yet, so this level's mostly smooth sailing. Just vibes, punching through walls, Sonic Team letting me breathe before the upcoming war crimes. Everything's normal until I hit the triangle dive section, where switching characters midair causes this beautiful stupid glitch that looks like the game is actively trying to fold my party like laundry. After some wall jumping gymnastics, we get chased by a giant wheel thing that's clearly supposed to be the new Sonic Adventure 2 truck moment. Unfortunately, it kinda blows. I finish the level and get an E rank. No idea how. I swear, the ranking system is being run by a drunk roulette wheel. Cutscene time. Eggman taunts us with that classic "I'm evil but also your goofy uncle" energy, and we chase him down this runway, or airport, or abandoned highway, whatever it is. We use chaos control to obliterate his pussy into dust. "This isn't the end," he says. "Sure thing, big man. B rank. Easy clap. Grand Metropolis." Iconic radical soda bit. Shoutouts to you, King. I would absolutely rail that OC. Anyway, focus. Right, the level. We blast through some enemies to activate these bluey gooey platforms that look like Nickelodeon slime through sentience. And suddenly, we're sprinting through the literal sky. The traffic below is zipping by so fast it looks like a rejected Smile and Friends gag. And the loop-de-loops? Clearly tuned for Shadow only, because Omega's formation launches Shadow and Rouge directly to their deaths like a Sonic Team tax write-off. Just like that, Act 1 is done. C rank, just average, Shadow says. That's also his Yelp review of your penis size. Act 2 comes in hot with more banger music, loops everywhere, everywhere and spinning green donut things that serve absolutely no purpose. I get it's a factory stage, but what are these supposed to be? We climb upward, run into more annoying turtles. PETA is 100% preparing a lawsuit with how many sheltered creatures we're flattening. Then we hit the most boring elevator section known to mankind. Like this thing has the soul of a DMV line. We pull off a cool trick with Omega, get launched to the heavens with Tits the Bat, and head off to the next elevator. I miss the shortcut and die instantly because I suck at video games. More pole dancing, the only exercise Team Dark gets, and we reach the worst section of the level, the childhood trauma zone. I swear I was stuck here for years as a kid, spiritually and emotionally. You've got this lava behind you that rubber bands like it's trying to file taxes under your name. But we win in one shot anyway. Cutscene time, and we get pure voice acting Kino. Team Chaotic shows up and somehow I get stunlocked by Charmy the fucking Bee, the single most powerful creature in fiction. Best strategy? Spam Shadow's jump spin and delete them before they turn your playthrough into CBT speedrun tech. I wonder what's for dinner. Anyway, welcome to the pinball zone, where the controls feel like you're gaming while actively suffering from osteoporosis. If you ever wanted your controller to fight you back, congrats, this is the level. My pro tip, hold A so the characters get stuck on the bumpers like lint on a dryer sheet. That's it. That's the tech. The slot machines keep glitching their audio for some reason. I'm sure Sega would call it a feature. Who cares? It's non-stop pinball misery until the goal ring, and Act 2 is no different. Another B rank for Barry B. Benson. Act 2 starts by yeeting you down the runway, and yup, it's bingo time. Struggling with the controls. I make it to more deadly bingo, then neon pipes, then more deadly bingo. This level blows. I hate it. Half the time your anxiety is in the red, praying the physics don't betray you like a toxic ex. Another B rank. Mark, this is good news. Then Shadow asks Eggman if he's a clone, and Eggman laughs in his face like a dismissive parent. So Shadow decides to process that emotional damage by beating the shit out of every badnik Eggman launches at us. The fight is free as long as you spam Team Blast. We get yet another B rank. There are only so many B jokes I can make, lads. We're running out of pollen. Welcome to Rail Canyon, otherwise known as Rail Hell. The controls on these rails feel, well, they sure exist. You'll be mashing the B button like you're trying to speedrun Carpal Tunnel. Pro tip, if you swap to Rouge, she moves on rails like she's covered in molasses. But her flight ability lets you correct your jumps. Use that to save your ass when Sonic Team forgets that physics exist. Act 1 has us blowing up Eggman's robots, dodging oncoming traffic, and grinding on rails that just randomly end. No warning, no logic. Who designed this place? For what purpose? Someone at Sega genuinely said, let's put a bunch of rusty death pipes in the sky that go nowhere and call it a day. More trains, more death. More rails, more legal liability. But honestly, the act's pretty fun. Then we finish with an E rank, because the grading system hates joy. Bullet Station is more of the same rail hell, except now we're actually going inside a base. Progress, kind of. I failed to pull this switch like 3 times in a row. Finally get in and take out the enemies, and then get fired out of what is basically a giant gun. It looks like a flesh-colored railgun that shoots you into disappointment. We hit some switches, head downward, find more robots. Shocking, I know. And the ring dash continues to work at a solid 40% success rate. We do it again and again, and then reach another gun that launches us straight to our deaths. No warning, no mercy, just yeets you off the face of the earth. You have to pray that the controls feel generous enough not to commit homicide. And then, upon respawning, I get stuck because the game refuses to give me Omega back to break the grate. Fantastic. At least, Sega was kind enough to leave a badnik nearby so I can kill myself and reset like it's an intended mechanic. 4th time's the charm, I guess. Like a smart girl, I save state this time because this level clearly wants me to suffer. Random rails that throw you into the void? Oh yeah, this game's got you very covered. We get to the cart section and barely scrape by, slamming directly into Eggman's stupid mustache to finish the level. E rank, because these stages take approximately 6 human years to complete. Boss time. It's literally the same temple run looking chase as before, except this time I clip straight through the rails like the game is actively trying to gaslight me. I finally hit my limit and say screw it. I cheese the fight by just standing still. That's right, if you don't move, Eggman will politely drive himself right into Omega's kill zone. Peak game design. Insane speedrun strat. Maximum violence. Cutscene time. Shadow finds yet another clone of himself. Dude's got more copies than a Walgreens printer. And Metal Sonic shows up. Thank God we don't have to fight him here. Absolutely not. I am not doing that atrocity of a boss fight today. Enter Green Forest, or Jungle Park, or Leafy Hell, whatever this zone is called. Loops, frogs, rain, and death. One of the frogs just leaps directly into the void, like it saw the script and quit the franchise. There are helicopter flowers now? Sure, why not? Sonic Team was definitely doing something in the office that day. And of course, more rails. Someone on the dev team was clearly a rail enthusiast, because this entire level is basically Grind City. Luckily, we make it to the end without dying. N score a D for D's nuts. Lost Jungle. I immediately die at the start because I thought this plant was a bouncy boy. Nope, just death. Then, I die again because Omega's punches make him slide around like he's walking on a freshly waxed Walmart floor. Jesus, this level is already kicking my ass. Die again and again. Enough of this. I cheese the entire encounter with the power of fire, fire, fire. More rain, more giant enemies, more loops. This is getting old. I am having so much fun. Then we reach another absolutely bullshit section where you're supposed to time your jumps on the vines. And I say time with quotes because it doesn't fucking matter what you do. You're going to die regardless. Game over? How about go fuck yourself? This stage was traumatizing. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. We finally meet up with Sonic and the gang, and the cutscene is pure Kino. A date to die for. Absolute cinema. I win the fight in 2 seconds by spamming the funny spin move. A rank. Into Hogan's castle we go. Tits the back gets a close-up shot of her titties. Beautiful. Inspiring. Truly a gift from Sonic Team. Anyway, it's time for more CBT. We've got switches that flip gravity upside down, and yep, I instantly die again thanks to this cursed ring dash. The upside down castle has flipped itself right side up. Shadow says, thanks for the commentary, Captain Obvious. We keep flipping up and down, and honestly this stage is better than the last two. Still full of rails though. And rails in this game automatically give me anxiety. The music is also a full Michael Jackson fever dream, complete with chaotic vocals. I don't know what that's called, but it lives rent-free in my skull. Ghost spawn that do absolutely nothing. We hit a cool ring trail and find a majestic statue of Eggman in all his egg-shaped glory. Then we run down the side of a building. Actually kinda fun. And boom, stage over. D rank for damn it, I've got nothing. Inside the castle, I instantly die again, flip gravity, and walk through these magical Disney-ass doors. This level leans into more combat, and I immediately die to a pit placed so cheaply that it should be illegal. Then it's another cart section, of course. We climb the Mr. Bone statue, punch through more walls, somehow survive the next cursed cart segment, and keep going. 11 minutes in, and this level is starting to feel like a war crime. We finally reach the goal with a D rank. I have officially run out of D jokes. Something tenacious D. Anyway, boss time.
Cold feet.
Yeah, Eggman loves feet apparently. Great. And of course, it's another enemy rush. I die to some absolute toddler mode bullshit. Completely out of my control. Very cool. Very fun. Game over. Whatever. The game just spits me back out like, round 2, idiot. So here we go again. Pro tip, do not jump on this platform, ever. If you jump once, even by accident, you will perish instantly. 5 minutes later, I die again and have to restart the whole stage while Eggman laughs every 2 seconds like he's auditioning for a Joker reboot. My sanity? Gone. Flew out the window. Filed a missing persons report. I swear, 90% of the deaths in this game happen because you're fighting the controls harder than the enemies. It's like wrestling a shopping cart with one busted wheel. And of course, I die right at the end because of knockback. Nope, absolutely not. I'm done with this. I'm clocking out. I'm coming back tomorrow before I burn this disc. So as you'd expect, I crawl back the next day and immediately start spamming save states like a gremlin. I must have loaded that thing about 1,000 times. Rouge hits me with, I've had enough of those guys. And I'm like, same girl, same. On to Egg Fleet. Banger music, endless rails, and enough pain to qualify as emotional abuse. I fall off platforms constantly. Miss homing attacks, die, get stun locked by some flying dipshit, die, and remember, I'm doing this for you guys. Please, bury me at sea. This game is so genuinely frustrating that everything I said about doing it for you guys, yeah, forget it. I'm done replaying the same crusty platforming sections with controls that feel like piloting a shopping cart on black ice. Overall, Sonic Heroes isn't bad. It just has some glaring neon sign level flaws. And honestly, if they ever remake it, I bet they could fix like 80% of this nightmare. But for now, I'm closing the game, closing my soul, and praying the next level doesn't make me a tax form for emotional damages. Thanks so much for watching, and if you're new, subscribe, or become a YouTube member. Feel free to join my Patreon. See you in the next one!
Fuck Aaron Hansen. Walkable city. Gay femboys.